Back in August 2024, we released the recurring booking feature, allowing users to easily book their desks and car parking spaces on a recurring basis. Let's jump into our 3D floor plan, where we can see all of the desk spaces that are available. So we can see we've got a lot of available space here. So if we select on, let's say, desk 7, then that will bring me up the booking information. Now, this is the typical kind of view that you would see if you wanted to book this desk, but we can use this icon up here so that we can open up the recurring booking menu. We can see the desk name, the date selection period, and which days of the week this booking will repeat on. Now, before we do this, it's important to note that the booking period that you can do is only as long as the desk booking policy that's enabled for that location. So for example, if you're only currently able to book a desk 2 weeks in advance, then your recurring bookings will only go up to 2 weeks in advance. But in our case, we can do at least 4 weeks in advance because we've got the 10th of January here to the 10th of February. So I'll keep those dates set, and then I would like to repeat these bookings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays every week up until the 10th of February. So I'll hit next. And what this is basically doing in the background is checking all the desk availability for the next 4 weeks. And now what it's done is it's brought up a list of all the available desks in the time period that we've selected. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And we can see pretty much every date that we wanted in our date range is available. If any spaces were not going to be available, they would show up here in this unavailable tab. Now, before I confirm this, if I wanted to, I could go back in and amend it. This won't let me change which desk, but it will let me change the date range, and it will let me change the date selected. So let's change our mind. Actually, I'm going to remove Wednesdays and just say Mondays and Thursdays. So we have our list of availability. I will hit confirm. There we go, our booking is complete. So all of our desks have been booked over that next 4-week period. If I want to view all of the spaces that I have booked, we've got a couple of different ways of doing that. If I go to next Monday, and I can see that just on that day, I have got desk 7 booked because that was included in that recurring booking. But if I needed to, then I can use this icon on the feed menu, which will allow me to see more of those desks throughout the week. So if I go into next week, we can see Monday and Thursday, I've got desk 7 booked. If I go on to the week after that, for the 20th and the 23rd, again, we have got those bookings made. So that's just a really easy way to be able to see all of them. So just to summarize there quickly, in terms of making a recurring booking, we have been able to go in, select a desk that we could see from our 3D map, and then we were able to easily make a recurring booking for Mondays and Thursdays over a 4-week period, going from the 10th of Jan to the 10th of Feb, and that allows me to just book that desk twice a week on the days that I selected for that period. Now let's say I want to cancel any of those desks. Then it's the same process that you would typically take to cancel a desk in RICOH Spaces. You can go into the Spaces menu in the feed again, and if I go across, I have Monday and Thursday. Let's go to the following week, let's say Thursday the 23rd. If I want to cancel this desk or release it back into the system, if I know that I'm not going to be in office that week, I might be out of office, then I can click on it and I can click release booking. But this now opens up a new menu which allows me to select if I want to remove just that single booking or this and all future bookings in the series. So when selecting this, it will take the booking that I've selected and any future dates going up to the 10th of February, but it won't release any bookings made before this date. So if I wanted to remove Thursday the 23rd up to Monday the 10th of February, then that is an option I can do. So let's go to Monday the 20th. If I want to release just this single booking, then I can do that, and that will remove it from my space booking. You see it here, it just disappeared from this section. And then let's say if I wanted to take from the 27th and release all of my future bookings, including that one from that point, I can do that. I'll hit delete, and that's now removed all bookings. So if I go up to the 10th, we'll see I don't have any more desk bookings because I've just deleted them all from here. Now, if this policy is enabled and recurring bookings have been made, if it then gets disabled, those recurring bookings will remain and people will still have their spaces booked. And even when disabled, users will still be able to release their recurring bookings either as the occurrence or the entire series. But just note, once they are released, they will not be able to book them again on a recurring basis until recurring booking is re-enabled by administrators. And when recurring bookings are cancelled in bulk, then an email will be sent to the user informing them of the range that they have selected so that they just have that confirmation. For users of the RICOH Spaces mobile app, you'll be able to use the homepage to view your upcoming bookings, but you will not be able to create or cancel any recurring bookings. But this functionality will be coming in an upcoming update. Additionally, when recurring bookings are made, amended, or cancelled, all of the analytics are captured, keeping your insights up to date. So that's our quick overview and demonstration of the recurring booking feature in RICOH Spaces. For more information about RICOH Spaces, check out the link in the description. And for more videos just like this one, go ahead and check out the RICOH Spaces YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content? And for more resources, you can always check out the RICOH Spaces Help Center for all of our written articles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.